is simple, because if we don't say the truth, if we don't tell you the hard facts, that's why we are here. Hard facts that are very hard to comprehend. Truth is bitter. You don't swallow it, you vomit it. Truth is bitter. You don't swallow it, you vomit it. So that's what we are vomiting. The truth. Vomit the truth so that people will see it on the floor. Don't swallow inside your bit. Don't take it inside. So it's going to be a very big dent. It's going to set our democracy 26 years backwards. If it has not already done that, because in law we believe in precedents. Precedents is call it examples, call it what has happened before. Say, my lord, yesterday Mr. A assaulted Mr. B and he was sent to prison. My lord, the same thing is happening in this case. This Mr. C is now assaulting Mr. D. My lord, send him to prison. That's what precedent is all about. So this thing will be used 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 100 years from now, even when we are no longer there. That is why we are saying no. Don't do something like this. Do something like this. Don't violate the Constitution.
Okay.
Even though our Constitution, a lot of us have criticized the Constitution. We have said the Constitution is not the people's Constitution. But let's obey it the way it is, irrespective of how bad, how not good it is. Let's obey it a little. That is what we are saying, because laws are meant to be obeyed. Because if you don't obey it, what is the essence of the law? Then everybody goes to go to your tent, O Israel. That's the point we are making from the angle of the MBA.
Okay, we have a break coming up in 2 minutes. Now, in your opening statement while responding to the question, you used the word illegality.
It's extreme illegality. Extreme illegality.
What exactly qualifies as the illegality?
It's not constitutional. It's not written in the law.
The appointment of the administrator, the declaration of state of emergency, or the suspension of which action?
Everything. The Rivers State was not ripe to declare state of emergency as at 18th of March when that proclamation was made.
Okay.
Then sole administrator is not known in this constitution, except they will amend the constitution tomorrow and now bring in sole administrator, because we don't have it.
The reason
we don't have it.
The president gave in his speech that declared the state of emergency open was, I'm not using the same words, but something along the lines of threat to national assets.
When was that threat? I was in Rivers State. I am in Rivers State. You were in Rivers State. I didn't say it.
I didn't say it. People from a particular ethnicity threatened to blow up pipelines.
But have they done that? That's the joint ethnic nationality, which I belong to as well.
And those pipelines qualify as national assets. So, in the event that the government in Rivers State cannot handle that situation, the federal government decided to step in.
Okay, I like the words you just used. In the event 305, where he cited of the 1999 Constitution as modified, talked about a state of emergency when there is war, when the part of the country is at war and all that part of the state and all that. It even said that it is the governor who will invite, just like I heard that some northern governors are inviting the federal government to come and help them right now. So that is what it is. The governor will invite if he's overwhelmed. What is the invitation? So the army, navy will come in. Maybe because police have not been able to handle the situation.
In the event
the governor will invite the president to declare state of emergency by bringing in support, not to remove a governor. That section did not say governor should be removed.
In the event that the governor is overwhelmed, but he is too modest to invite or just does not invite, what should the president do?
The president will declare state of emergency, but not to remove a governor. Declare state of emergency, yes, by sending in troops for him, sending in backup, security backup, not to remove. I didn't see anywhere it's written remove and put a sole administrator. No, the sole administrator has even gone further to even balkanize and constitute more illegality by even appointing people he calls administrators. Some of them are my friends and brothers, but I will not support illegality. We are here for hard facts,
yes, indeed,
which should not be swallowed but vomited.
Okay, so we have that break coming up now. After that, the facts get harder. Stay with us. Back, it still is Hard Facts, 92.3 Nigeria Info. Sam Oracle Chinedu here, and I have Barrister Harcourt. He is the Vice Chairman of the NBA Port Harcourt branch, and Human Rights Committee. Thank you for that. And of course, he's still right here in the studio. You're welcome once again.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So before the break, we were talking about the NBA's stance as regards the state of emergency, the appointment of a sole administrator, and the suspension of elected officials. And without mincing words, Barrister King said it is an illegality and the NBA is very much against it. Now, I have had this conversation with legal practitioners, analysts, and those who care to join me on the show. And there have been dissenting views. Some have been for, others against. And the one thing that I always try to point out is the argument stems from Section 305 of the 99 Constitution as amended. And these were the conditions given for the declaration of a state of emergency. War or natural disaster, actual breakdown of public order and public safety, clear and present danger of an actual breakdown of public order and safety, occurrence of any disaster or natural calamity, imminent danger of invasion or involvement in a state of war, and any other public danger that threatens the existence of the country.
So which one does River State fall in there?
Good. That is... Now, I'm not speaking for the presidency, but it seems that imminent danger might just be the clause that covers it.
Which of what happened before the 18th of March 2025, what was the imminent danger? I didn't see it.
The word imminent means it is likely to happen, that there are signs that show that it will happen.
There was none. As far as I'm concerned, there was none. It was just a political bickering. People that were looking to grab River State money and spend for themselves and for themselves and for themselves, grabbing of money. All these things is all about money. You see, Nigerian politicians, when they say they are playing politics, it means lies. Nigerian politicians, they don't obey the constitution, they don't obey the laws, they don't obey the morals, the ethics, they will tell you they are playing politics. And most time, what they term as politics is against the constitution, against the law, against morals, against every known good thing in the land. That's what they do. They don't do what is right. They will never do what is right.
If we are both outside the studio at this time, right? Let's say we're having this conversation outside. And the clouds turn dark and lightning strikes. I could say, it's about to rain.
Yeah.
You could say, the ancestors are speaking.
No. Okay, maybe.
Right?
Some people, yes.
We both have interpreted the same event differently. Now, if I say, no.
Because of our perception.
Exactly. No,
or interest.
No, Barrister King, what you have said is an illegality. You say, no, this is how the ancestors speak, through lightning and dark clouds. I say, with the study of nature and my experience as a human being, this is how rain
comes.
Exactly. So what if the president saw what was happening in River State and interpreted it
as
the way
that
no, it's not yeah, right? Because I'm speaking to the imminent.
Okay.
This is what he saw coming from what happened.
What was coming?
And
when
people in River say no, it's just rain that wants to fall. The president said no, imminent danger.
Where is imminent danger? When politicians are bickering and looking for a way to grab the resources of River State and to embezzle it. That was what they were doing. I mean, for goodness sake, in 1999, the Constitution, this section 109 that talks about outlaws or try to stop sudden defection. You were elected on a hierarchy party, and suddenly you want to go to Oracle party, and we say no, we sponsored you, stay in our party. That was why section 109 I think 4 or 5 or so was now inserted, and these people saw it. I'm just trying to justify that they don't do what is right. They will see it. This is right. They will do the wrong one. They saw it, which was what the Constitution wanted to cure. They went ahead and said, we have left. We even swore an affidavit and left. So suddenly you come back again, you say, that video I saw, that your video I saw on air, that you are not the one talking. It's an insult. You are insulting me. The guys were all insulting me. I felt insulted. I saw you, instead of them to take a decision, which again, I sympathize with the judges. Oh yes, I'm not a judge, but I sympathize with them because of the situation they found themselves. Because I talk with them. They were once lawyers before they became judges. We used to talk privately, and some of them would tell me some of these things is not what we want to do, but it's what the politicians want us to do. The executive, they have destroyed this country in 26 years more than the military destroyed Nigeria in 40 years. I can tell you that. Ask anybody. That is the truth about it. We have deteriorated. We have gone for human rights indices. Everything have changed so much. Even now, the people you say that they for or against, it's because of their political interest, like the lightning you mentioned. It's because of their orientation or their interest. Like you said, traditionalists will look at it this way, this one will look, because they are looking at it from the political angle, the lie angle, the deceit angle, which is the political angle. They have interest. There's an interest they have. The same people we talk today, tomorrow they will change. Let me tell you, when Wike was a chairman of a local government, go and check his videos and his speeches. He was for local government autonomy. He was a champion of local government autonomy. Was it not right then? When he became governor, he killed it. Did he voice it once? No. If you go and meet him now, he may even want local government autonomy again. But if he becomes president tomorrow, he will say no to local government autonomy. Is that the kind of human being we are talking about that are ruling us?
Okay.
We talk this one today, you talk something else tomorrow. This same president called Bola Tinubu was a human rights fighter. Human rights fighter that his own brother, Obasanjo, wanted to suffocate him. I defended him. I was with him. I stood with him. He created local government. We say he has right to do that by the constitution. Since he's not asking for money from the federal government, he went to court. Obasanjo seized his allocation for how many years? If the guy fought until for 8 years, he never rested. Did Obasanjo remove him? Obasanjo fought to take over Lagos State. He could not take it because people like us stood and said no. And Obasanjo could not wake up one day and say, we declare state of emergency and we remove you. Okay. But he now had that courage to even do worse than Obasanjo.
So let's talk about...
Sim was suffering like him. Instead of him to sympathize with him, he didn't sympathize with him. He became more dragon-dreaded than even Obasanjo. Okay. It's sad. It's sad.
Barrister King, now that you've brought Obasanjo into the conversation and your position earlier about precedents, Obasanjo also declared a state of emergency twice, 2004.
Yeah. And he removed the governor. The court said no.
Yes.
So why would this one do it again after 20 years?
He appointed sole administrators for both cases.
The court said no. The court also said no. So do we now desecrate our court to that extent? Supreme Court said no.
The Supreme Court
said no.
Took some time.
But they said no.
Because the administrators worked for a while.
The Supreme Court said no. Now we have a precedent which this president would have taken. Say no. There's a precedent. So do you know what they are? They are setting up a booby trap for themselves, for their generations, for their party, for everybody. And that maybe 2027 now PDP wins, and PDP uses this same precedent against their governors. What would they say? They will not say it's wrong. That is why I'm telling you that these guys, they are setting up this booby trap you are setting up. Do you know who this trap will catch? Whether your cousin, your brother, your uncle. What about Rivers State? What about tomorrow now? Martin Ame will become governor of Rivers State, for instance. And I become president somehow. And I use this precedent against him. Or Tinubu's son becomes president, use it against him. Or Wike's brother becomes governor. I mean, you should do something that for posterity's sake. You don't do things for personal interest. That is what NBA is saying. Let me say this for the first time too. For the first time, NBA is like united. Almost the whole branch chairman of NBA all over Nigeria, they are united on this. 70-80% united with our president for the first time. If you recall what happened the other time, where there were some issues. The national president was here because they wanted appointment. But this president, Afamo Osigwe, I must commend him. First time NBA standing tall. First time in the past like 10 years now, NBA standing tall. And almost everybody is joining him because this is obvious. Who will be president tomorrow? Who will be governor tomorrow? So, not just Rivers State, other states.
Okay, so
it's wrong. That's what we are saying.
If this is called an illegality by the NBA, that means that every decision taken by the sole administrator is illegal. Is also illegal.
Well, of course, everything is illegal. Okay, for instance, let me ask you, what has board members got to do with politics? Board members appointed by Fubara. Why are you dissolving them? dissolving everything, bringing in your cronies. The sole administrator is a member of APC. Are you not aware of that?
He said he's non-partisan. He did say he's
an ambassador.
He said
an ambassador in last this thing.
He said he has no leanings politically. He's impartial.
Okay.
Yes, these are statements credited to him.
But are you aware he was said to be an ambassador somewhere?
Well, I'm telling you what he said.
Okay.
Right? Who?
When you join politics, you speak like them. Maybe tomorrow when I join, my language will also change. My body language will change. It's unfortunate because of the constitutional issue, the constitution that gives the executive so much power to control everybody. Otherwise, things like this wouldn't happen. Okay. I have judges. Yeah, that's the problem. That's actually the problem. And the executive, they are not interested in amending the constitution. Even the legislatures, look at you suspended the legislature. Now, if these legislatures come out now, that means one day the president can wake up and suspend Senate. Yeah, he can suspend them. He can suspend them because he has the power. And they will keep quiet. That's wrong. We are operating a democracy. If you say we are operating, it's not a military. The last time I checked, Tinubu was not in the military. I mean, if we are operating, winner takes it all. Then arms struggle. Then everybody will look for arms. We struggle. If you get River State, you get a just land, you become the governor there. Is that what we are talking about? No. We have a constitutional order. We have a rule, a constitution, which we say follow it. It's, yes, the constitution is not perfect, but let's follow it. I mean, for tomorrow, and someone may become governor tomorrow. And you do this kind of thing. All over the world, he who hires can fire. Okay. Not anybody. You cannot fire everybody. If you did not hire me, you cannot fire me. Did Tinubu hire the governor? We Nigerians hired them. I am among the people that hired Tinubu. I hired Tinubu. I hired the governor of Rivers. I hired all of them. So you cannot, you that did not hire him cannot remove him. Okay, now there are crises in Jigawa, in the northeast and all that. So the president should be removed. The president should be. So who will remove him? Who will remove him?
All right, we'll be taking calls shortly, but before I do
that, it's extremely sad.
Before I do that, still speaking about the decisions of the sole administrator, which you have said, because it is illegal to have an administrator, all his decisions are illegal as well. But he has said that your organization, the NBA, is owing River State 300 million.
I just hope he will have the balls to engage on that fight. I just hope he has the balls. Because let me tell you this is just the River State you're hearing. There are other state governors, senators, individuals, corporate organizations that give money for NBA. Barrister it's usually King, like that.
Barrister King, let us pretend that the sole administrator did not make that statement.
I don't let us just pretend that you wouldn't even.
No, I'm going somewhere. Let me ask you directly. Why did River State give the NBA 300 million naira?
That is what happens every year. They call it sponsor. It is not hosting right or whatever you call it. Even me, I give our senior lawyers, governors, some of our lawyers that are in the Senate, we approach them. Even in Rivers State, we approach organizations. They donate. It's free will donation. They donate to us.
Did they intend to donate before you visited? Was there an official request made? Oh, we're having a conference. We need support. Or was it we went to see the governor and out of his magnanimity, he decided to...
I don't know how it came, but usually we make a request. We want to have a conference. Even here, the NBA branch here, we used to make a representation to the governor. They give us money over the years. They do. And every year they will sponsor us. They call it sponsor. Sponsor them.
What expectations?
Local government sponsors all over Nigeria.
What expectations are attached to that sponsorship?
Nothing. It's just sponsor. When people sponsor programs in your station, do they have touch anything? No.
Yes. Nothing. When they sponsor, their program plays.
Oh yes, we display your logo in our program. Okay, is that okay? Yeah, we get corporate social responsibility. We display your design during our programs, and if you watch this year, or go and check the clip of last. You see corporate Dangote used to donate. Now Dangote, Bua, all of them donates.
So if I make a donation to the NBA, do I have the right to have an expectation?
We display your product during our program. That's it. That's all you get.
Was there the understanding that the NBA conference will be held in River State?
Yeah, there was.
And why did it suddenly not happen?
Because my branch chairman explained that, look, we cannot have a man that we have said is illegal. We cannot have a conference in his state. Let's take it to Enugu. That's what happened. And I stand with them.
So taking it to Enugu is the NBA making a statement?
Yes, that's it. Making a statement.
It's
rebellion. We are rebelling against him.
Would that statement not be louder if you still decide to do it here in River State?
No, he may be wrong because we have considered the security, the participation. He has to come. We have to invite him to come and make a speech there. A man, you say it's illegal, you invite him to come and make a speech in your program? No.
Must he come to make a speech?
Well, usually most of them come. Usually most of them. Even our president used to come. Last year, the vice president was there. The year before, 2 years ago, the other, Bola Tinubu has not come. It was his deputy that came that he was wearing. Remember, he was on social media, he was wearing a canvas with sneakers and all that. Then the next year, he came again. He has been there twice.
Would it be wrong for a state to have expectations because they donated to the NBA?
The publicity, yeah. Have a picture for the publicity.
So it's not wrong.
Not just even the state that benefit. Let me tell you, NBA took that decision with pains because it affected a lot of us. Business-wise, business people like us, I wouldn't have bothered paying transport to Enugu. I wouldn't have hotel and all that. Other businesses that loss of business. Over 30,000 lawyers, or 40,000 would have been in, or 50, depending on how many that wants to come. Usually everybody doesn't come. Would have entered Port Harcourt. You would have seen activities, hotels, hospitality business, food, shopping. A lot of things would have happened. People travel from Sokoto. Traders travel from Sokoto to go to NBA conferences and get a stand to sell for that one week. It's a big event that contributes to the GDP of the state.
Now,
but we lost it.
This is me, Samora Kuchinedu, asking, not Nigeria Info. Would it be safe to say that the NBA still owes River State one conference in this state?
Well, we can come back. It depends on the committee takes this decision. Yeah, it can be done. Maybe the next conference can be here. Yeah,
I want to believe,
definitely.
Barrister King, that even though the money given was called donation,
it's donation.
There has to be an attachment to it.
No, nothing. We have it has happened over not with this government. Before I even became a lawyer,
you of all people should understand that nothing is free. While there might be no tag, there could and should be expectations. 300 million is a lot of money. Now, I don't know.
Some have even given more than that.
Wait now, Barrister King. Now, for the NBA refunding the money, that's another conversation. But that River State should still have expectations of the association because of the donation is not out of place. Do you agree?
I don't think so. I don't now, no. Because we are rebelling, we are complaining, we are saying we don't want you. Coming here will be speaking from two sides of the mouth, like the politicians have been doing. You talk here today, this is cancer, this is malaria. You go back to this way. That is what it will amount to. I will not do that. NBA will not do that. So I stand with my president. I stand with my chairman in Rivers State.
If we wake up tomorrow and the state of emergency is called, Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas is recalled by the president,
which is possible, which I want, which I have been asking for.
Governor Sim is reinstated, assembly members back in office, and everything is as it was before the emergency rule. Will the NBA have its conference in River State
this year?
No, if that happens
this year. This
one is already Enugu now.
Yes, already.
Yeah, so beyond this one,
we have our conference here 4 years ago now. We've been having. In fact, let me tell you, in Nigeria, we have 3 major places where we have been having conferences, either Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt. It has been like that for in the past 10, 15 years. Yeah, Port Harcourt is a very big place to have our conference. In fact, Enugu, we sparingly have conference in Enugu. Owerri, I remember Owerri was 2016 or 2015 or so. We had the last one in Owerri. It has always been Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt. Abuja. Why not? The conference will come back to Port Harcourt again. But again, but if you say this year, I doubt, because the logistics, this movement costs a lot. Yeah, it will cost so much to do. Even this one now that they have moved, I know it has cost so much money.
Okay.
I know it has cost so much money.
Well, let's see what we can do with the time we have. 08179230002. The questions, or what you can contribute to, is NBA's stance on the state of emergency and the money given to NBA. These are the conversations that require responses. 08179230002. Melody from Uniport says, bravo to Barrister King. The NBA boycott is the best way to protest the illegitimate government and illegality in River State. NBA should even go further than this and sanction any of their members that are participating in any way in the illegal government. Emeka from Elele calls. Hello, Emeka. Good evening.
My name is America, calling from Maryland.
Yes, please go ahead.
I am here to thank Barrister King for educating us this evening. The Barrister, I thank you very much.
Thank you.
I have never seen this kind of solidarity stand of MPA for over 10 years.
Yeah.
None of the MPA branch in Nigeria is not condemning the state of emergency. Both the branches, both the statewide, both the AGA, we have 774 AGA. All their chairman is standing against this illegality that is happening in Rivers State. I thank you people for standing for the truth.
Okay.
You people will be blessed.
All right, thank you, Emeka. You have to keep it short. Akanto from Bori, please go straight to the point.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, good evening.
Good evening,
yes,
go ahead.
I want to stand because I am an activist, and of course, this is the first time, like other callers have said, even like the guests have said, in Nigeria, 2 things happened in recent times. When you get a square peg in a square hole, let me tell you, recently there was tear gas from the Nigerian police against protesters, including the tear gas, also the journalists, including a correspondent of Nigerian Info, were also tear gas. And a few days later, in Rivers area, Commissioner of Police came out to apologize to Nigerian journalists, including your radio station, the correspondent of radio station. In Nigeria, this is the first time we've seen a chairman from Nigeria Bar who stands free, and his name will be written in a Green Book of Records in Nigeria.
Okay.
Against illegality. Let me tell you, this that means that they have not legalized the illegality. So I want to speak to those to the Nigeria Bar Association to opt out. And let me tell you, K.O. Baba is making.
All right, the network has other plans, but we have a major part of your contribution. Chima from Rumokuta, please go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Oracle.
Yes, good afternoon. Straight to the point, please.
Yeah, straight to the point. Mr. Oracle,
Yep.
you and I have gotten this conversation 1 or 2 times in your studio, which you guided me, and I have done for my research. Actually, MPA is a non-juristic body. Simply means what we said. They cannot be sued, you cannot sue them.
Yeah.
And after I got that in, I begin to realize that I will not take MPA seriously. Now, the issue is that MPA project us, Rivers State, of our trust, of our loyalty. You understand? Because in a situation whereby you know we have a problem, and you're supposed to come and boost us economically, and you sentimentally remove it from there without minding the grassroots of us that we gain from that your program, because you felt you're trying to prove a fact. Which that is the same fact, you can prove it there in Rivers State. You took our money, you took everything from us, and you left.
Okay.
And you're telling us that you can come tomorrow when we are not okay, when we have finished fighting our fight. You're enjoying our day. You want to come back again?
All right, thank you, Chima. Your point has been taken. We're literally out of time. Barrister King, what is the next step? What needs to be done?
You see, I will tell you the way it is. The truth is bitter. I don't swallow it. I vomit it so that you see it on the floor. If you are part of them, if I want to be part of the government, I will be part of it. But I have refused. I will not be part of it. Part of illegality, I will never be part of it. I've been speaking for the truth all my life. I will continue speaking the truth. I spoke for Amechi when Amechi was harassed.
So
I spoke for Wike when Wike was harassed. I have been speaking for Manosike. I spoke for him when he was harassed. So none of them. Sir? So what is? I stand with my president at the national level. Okay. I stand with the chairman, the NBA chairman, who have said we will not support what is happening. Okay. Cordelia Eke, Dr. Celestine Nwankwo. All of them, I stand with them. Hilda Desmond of Ahoda branch. I stand with Simple Dioha of Ishokbo branch. Okay. I stand with N.A. Dusing of Bori branch. I stand with Dr. C.N. Nwankwo. I stand with Abie Abo of Degema branch. I stand with Lechuku.
Thank you, Barrister King.
All of them. I stand with them.
Much.
Let us protest. This is part of it. Let us have it until the right thing is done. Not for sin, but for Rivers State, for Nigeria.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your time. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Thank you, sir.
Olúwa, Olúwa, yeah.